and ordered or picked up one of, a banana, or you get fruit or whatever, there is a very, 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 more than likely a chance that there are little fruit flies on there. If not the fruit flies, then maybe the eggs are fruit flies, because that's what they do. They lay their little things on, they're so small you don't see them. You eat the fruit and you're like, oh, free protein. But no, once they start flying, they get all over the place and they're nasty. So these little fruit fly catchers are designed to snag the flies out of the air. They go inside and then they can't get out, and they just naturally waste away, and then you just dump them out. It's $17.95. Peter Kilcullen is here. Pete's gonna tell us how they work. Pete, I gotta tell you, it's so funny because you know about our American Dream series.
Oh, sure,
right?
Of course.
But isn't it funny how some of the simplest ideas are like the smartest ideas ever? And this one, you have nothing to plug in, not a bunch of scientific technology.
Exactly.
It's just smart.
No chemicals to deal with. And you were talking about, the fruit flies. It can get pretty gross when you start, what you were describing. Then imagine you have this fruit in your house, and for these fruit flies, you don't know how they get in the house. They get there, and they do that. They do go and they lay eggs under the skin of this fruit. So it can be pretty gross. And you notice that you have a fruit fly, and then you know what you notice 24 hours later?
I got a bazillion of them.
A bazillion fruit flies. So you're exactly right. Riley Teeter came up with this design, and it is so simple. It looks good. You can put it on your counter. You can leave it there. You can get it to start working almost immediately. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So look how great these look. I mean, it's a fantastic design. It's something that you would want to have on your counter.
Looks
We've got
like
a lot
apple,
of great.
right?
Yeah, this one does look exact. You can put this right in that the bowl of apples.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I'm going to open this up and show you that all I'm going to do is bait this. So we'll go down here, and you can use a dry bait or a wet bait. So meaning I can put a piece of fruit in here. I'm going to use a banana, or you can put even something like red wine vinegar in there. Would be great. So all I'm going to do is I just want a slice of that banana, just like that.
Just a little bit.
That's all it is. And I put that in there. So this would be considered, our dry bait. So when I put that in, then I close it and I lock it into place. So that's it. I've done it. Now I'm going to put this down on our countertop, and it's going to start working. So here we can see, a little video of what's happening in there. So I've baited that FlyFix trap, and here it is, that slice of banana.
Yep.
Now this fragrance that fermenting fruit gives off is really strong. Not to you and I so much, but to those fruit flies. So we're going to bring them in. They are going to start going towards that fruit, and as you mentioned, they're going to fly in there. You'll see that design. You see how it has an indentation and that small opening at the top. It is going to bring them in. They are going to get stuck in there. They're not going to be able to get out. And basically then after that, you're going to be able to just take this to the sink, and you basically turn this to, there's a little, sort of a little water drop right there. Turn that to the water drop section, and you're basically going to rinse them out and just wash them down the sink, and you're set to go. And it's so funny that so many people who maybe have never had a problem with fruit flies, and I was reading a lot of the reviews on hsn.com, they're saying, hey, we had a fruit fly. By the next day, we had an infestation. And it can happen near the trash can. It can happen sometimes in the sink where you have your food disposal there. This is a great thing to keep on your counter. And what I love about a new design like this, or a new invention, that you've made something better, not only functioning better, but also looking better. You know what the other traps look like that you can do, guys?
Yeah.
Here's a couple. Here's like a little science project that you can do yourself. But then you can buy the other ones that they look terrible. And you know what it says when you put one of these things on a counter? That you have a fruit fly problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Fly problem.
Yeah. That's like when you hang the tape. The fly tape.
You're like,
dude,
no.
They hung that when I used to be a lifeguard years ago, and one of those was hanging in the lifeguard shack, and it was the naps just full of black giant flies. It kind of announces to everybody that you have a problem. Yeah. These are so subtle.
They look great.
Yeah, let me show everybody, because I know we have a bunch of different colors, and this is a newer design for y'all out there, because before it had the white bottom, and then it had a colored top.
So it's all translucent color now. The full FlyFix trap, exactly.
So we have it available in yellow. I have it available in pink. This is purple. This is green, like a green apple. Red, like a red apple. And then this is blue. Aqua blue, we're calling that. So if you want to use, and I love that they're decorative, because you would never ever know that this was a fly catcher. I mean, think about it. It's so subtle. Like, if you have a mouse or rat problem, you got to put a rat trap up. Those are awful. Everybody knows you have rats. Nobody will know. Now you're saying to yourself, "But I don't have a fruit fly problem." Fruit fly problem. I will guarantee you have fruit flies in your house if you have fruit in a basket, because your chances of not getting them are a bazillion to one because there's so many. You may not notice it, but if you look long enough, you will see one or two little guys over there. And the thing is, you usually eat the fruit and you don't think anything of it, but you're probably eating what the fruit flies have laid on there, all that stuff. It's just nasty. I ran restaurants, and Pete knows this about me, for like 15 years. And one of the biggest issues we would have is we would have our fruit, because our bartenders would make drinks for everybody. And of course, in there's cherries and lemons and limes and oranges and olives, everything that fruit flies love. And I can't tell you how many times I'd have a guy had a martini on the rocks with an olive in it, and he'd be like, yeah, we could charge you for the extra protein, whatever, and he makes some joke. And I'd be like, oh, dude, there's a fly. And it's fruit flies that get in there. So it's not very sanitary to keep the fruit out unless you have a way to be able to get rid of those fruit flies. And these are the other things people
so we were talking about the ones that you buy over and over again, and look how they look, and then you can kind of make your own arts and crafts project. Again, this is something you don't want people to see this, that they know that you have these fruit flies. So this looks so much better that it's something that you're going to want to have on the countertop. It looks nice. Oh, God, I'm glad that we've shown that. Pete? Yeah, we also give you the holder. So that's just sitting right in there, but we give you that with the magnet on it. I've got the magnet right here. So you're going to be able to put this on a metal trash can. You're going to be able to put this sometimes on the outside of or the very inside of your sink, because you're going to find that the sink with the garbage disposal, it's a big area for these flies to be attracted to, and that's when it gets crazy, when you get this infestation. It happens quickly, so that allows you to put it in so many different locations, still have it look good, but remember, it is super simple to use. It's reusable. So remember, when you go to the store, you're going to have to buy something, and then you're going to have to buy it again and again. This you're not going to have to buy. And it's your choice. You want to use a dry bait like a slice of banana, you can do it. Again, reading on hsn.com, a lot of people like the apple cider vinegar they can put in here.
That works really well.
And it is an easy way to just put a little bit at the bottom of this. And you can see that we have just there's a couple little slits right there that allow that fragrance to come out. And believe me, that brings in the flies. They're trapped. And then all you do is rinse them down the sink. So here it is. Again, we can see, as I did it earlier, where we're using that small piece of banana. Just put it in the bottom. There's nothing else you have to do. It doesn't have to be messy. There's no chemicals involved. And that fragrance, you see all the slits in the top there? Fragrance comes out. And I'm amazed when I see what these fruit flies can do. As soon as that fragrance is there, you're thinking, where in the world did they come from? How did they get in the house? But we're going to get them right into the FlyFix. This is where the magic happens. They go in there. They can't get out. And I'll show you again. I'm going to get a different color. It might be even easier to see. So on here we have unlocked. We have the water drop, so that's for when you're rinsing it out. And so unlocked, rinsing it out, and then locked. And that's all you have to do. So you just move that, and you're set to go. You put your bait in there. And as you can see, this is the first time we have that new translucent color bottom on there. Previously, it was the white, as you mentioned, Guy. But it is such a great looking, way to get rid of those fruit flies, and it just sits on your countertop.
You never know.
You can put it near that metal the garbage can, I should say, and it's just, it's such an easy way. You're getting two of them as well, Guy. So if you have different rooms.
Comes with that magnet, and we show you that magnet. It's really a strong magnet. It just sticks to whatever it is you want to put it on, and then you put one of the little holders inside it. We're going to give you two of these when you order, so you can put one, maybe have one near your garbage can, and maybe have one near wherever your fruit bowl is. And Peter showed you can use banana, you can use half a grape, you can put anything that's fruit. You can put raisins in there, it doesn't matter. Our producer Jared said he puts cider vinegar in his.
Yeah, that works really well.
It's so strong, and vinegar is obviously a fruit-based product, so it gives off a lot of that scent, and the flies are just, they go to it like flies to vinegar. Oh, that's exactly what they are.
That's what's happening, Guy.
There you go.
You've nailed it again.
Anyway, colors. Let me go through colors one more time, Petey, and then we'll do it again, because we got about 2 minutes left. So pink comes in yellow, comes in green, purple, aqua, and red. A lot of people like to get either the green or the red because they can put it in their fruit basket and it looks like an apple, whether it's a green apple or whether it's a red apple, but also the oranges. I mean, they all look like something, but you're going to be able to take care of that problem, and you're going to do it passively. You don't have to spray anything.
And no chemicals.
We've been talking about that this whole show, about, giving yourself solutions that don't involve having put chemicals out all over the place. It's not good for you. This is actually great, and you're going to love it. It works, and you never have to touch. You don't have to deal with it.
Exactly. With that bait in there, again, whether it's wet or dry bait, I love the piece of banana. I think it works really well. And you have all the slits. Let the fragrance go out. We're going to trap those flies. No chemicals, nothing else to buy, again. So you're not repeatedly buying traps and traps and traps. And maybe the number one thing is you're going to be happy to have this sitting on your countertop because it looks great, and you're not, you're not trying to hide it. No one's going to know that there are fruit flies. Or you're never going to have a fruit fly problem, Pete, because you have this on the countertop.
If you get this, I'll guarantee you one thing. You're going to eat a lot less bugs. You are going to eat a lot less bugs if you get, because I'm telling you, they're so teeny tiny, you won't even see them on an apple or whatever, and you'll be eating that thing down. You're like, oh, well, this is a way to get rid of them, as we said. And remember, they're passengers on almost every piece of fruit that you get out there. There's really no way. It's a natural thing. They're out there. It's hard to control them. This is a way to keep them at least out of your house.
Yeah, it's gross.
$17.95. They lowered the price $1, by the way, and tons of 5-star reviews on this product. Again, as you said, Riley Teeter, who's Roger's daughter, who does our hang-ups, she came up with this great idea because she's sick of seeing them around her family. So it really, really works. There's all the 5-star reviews. Peter, good job. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're going to continue to do some great stuff around the house and clean up your floors. Coming your way next.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much